Hey y'all, it's your girl Cookie. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you know it's catch these fast on the post notification. So that way you can notify every single time it's a pickety post. Yeah, that is a mouthful, kind of like the size of this booty, but that is a whole nother story. Okay, so today we're going to get into some things, okay? So y'all know I have been breaking things down when it comes to this lawsuit in a bunch of different ways. Okay. One of the things I want to do as a deep dive is since the lawsuit has been filed, there's been a lot of nonsense. And one of those things as far as the nonsense is I have been followed, okay? Senora, stop. This little boy is trying to pull down my shirt. Little boy. He wants to say hi. Hi. Okay, no, let me finish. No, you can't sit in my lap. Let me finish. Thank you. Okay, one of the things that's been followed. So I remember I was on the way to a doctor's appointment and there was a truck that followed me, and I was like, driving, looking in my rearview mirror, and I was just like, okay, this car's been behind me for a few blocks. So then I like sped up a little bit and got over, and then it sped up and got over, and I was like, maybe that's a coincidence. And then I sped up again and got over again. Then it sped up and got over again. And I was just like, nah, bruh, this has to be a joke. So then I like super speed up, like passing cars, and then get over. And then it does the same thing. And I was just like, oh no. So now I pull my phone, I start recording. I'll include the footage right here. So I know that, because of the type of lawsuit that it is, that they may have hired private investigators to go and check. I've talked about it with my lawyer because I told her instantly, of just like hey, what's going on? What's up? And the team, because there's quite a few of them, right? Was like, they may be doing that just to make sure that like what you're saying is accurate and true. And I'm just like, okay, but in that manner that man was, it was absolutely ridiculous. Now, I honestly don't know if it's a man or woman because the tent was so dark I couldn't even see. But I do think that it was crazy. I do think that it's weird, and things have calmed down, but I do just want to point that because, like I said, as I am gaining the energy to keep going, one of the things I really want to focus on is fighting for justice and getting justice for myself for what happened. And I don't think that it's okay that me sharing my truth as far as what happened to me and the medical negligence that I faced and the lies that were told has resulted in people prying into my life in the way they try to pry into my life. And it's just like, if y'all would have just did the necessary things. And all I was doing, one, the restaurant, I just asked what was in the stuff, and I need y'all to just adhere to what I was asking and pay attention to that, right? And not lie. And then two, in the hospital, I needed y'all to, when I pressed the nurses thing, to actually call and give a flying to make sure that I was okay and like genuinely cared. Now, because I asked the restaurant and the hospital knew I was allergic to this particular food, and they proceeded to give it to me. The restaurant proceeded to give me the food. The hospital proceeded to give me the item in multiple dishes. That is attempted murder. It's attempted murder to give someone something that you know that they are deathly allergic to. And I expressed to both what was going on, and the fact that I even had to go to the ICU in the hospital people already knew the severity of the situation. So for them to do it to the point where I actually had to wear a bracelet because they kept giving it to me so many times is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then here's the thing. It even got to a point down where they had to cut up my food and mash up my food. And I did go through and check and make sure everything was okay. But who's to say that they couldn't have grinded that stuff up so fine that I couldn't see it? Or anyone in the hospital in that matter. You don't know. You don't know. And the fact that it took them 3 days to even check to see what was going on with the left side of my body when instantly I said something. The fact that I even had to record in there just to make sure that people knew that I wasn't lying is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So this video is really just to bring more attention to the medical negligence of all the nurses involved in my, what was it, 11 days, 12 days? I think it was 11, almost 2 weeks stay at the hospital, in the ER and the ICU and the regular floor. All 3 places, okay? I was in the ER twice. The second time I was in the ER, where I was readmitted, was when they refused to feed me, and was when they had moved me from the front room where there were cameras to the back room where there were no cameras. And then that's where nurses were forcing me to sit on the toilet when they helped me get out, where they didn't feed me, where the nurse told the other nurse, the head nurse to the other nurse to go into the room and turn off the sorry, I wasn't calling you. The machine that talks about the blood pressure to go turn off because they were tired of hear beeping. You know, it was a lot of even more negligence that happened on the main floor in the back room of the ER because they knew it was away from the cameras. Because up to that point, everything was with the camera. So when the nurses would come in, there was a nurse who my blood pressure had dropped super duper low and the machine was beeping, and she turned it off. She kind of reminds me of like a ginormous Helga like type lady. I'm not even trying to be rude, but like she was like huge. Like not huge like in size, just like really tall and just like So because of that, they had her be the one to help me get up out of the bed. Because guess what they were trying to do? They tried to force me to do PT at that moment to try to discharge me, even though my machine was going off for the low blood pressure. And then had enough nerve to tell the people that I was clear to leave. And it's like, no, I wasn't. Like, the machine literally just went off and my blood pressure was too low. Like, they just lie after lie after lie after lie after lie, right? But when those moments would happen, there was a curtain that they would pull across to block the camera. So it's just a lot of nonsense. And, you know, they did have me on a lot of pain medication because my body was in so much pain. I was denied that. And just a lot of nonsense. So this video really is just, again, to just shed some light on some more things in regards to Rama Najee and USC Hospital Arcadia, because what they did to me is crazy. And if they would do it to me, someone who they knew, because the nurse who calls me to have the medicine-induced stroke knew who I was from my social media. So if they would do it to me, someone that they knew, imagine how many people in the hospital may have experienced that same situation with no way to contact their family because they wouldn't even let me charge my phone to be able to contact anybody in the outside world. Nothing. So I'm fighting for myself, and I'm fighting for anyone before me, and hopefully this will decrease any of this happening afterwards, because I do think that that's crazy that my life has been affected to this magnitude, where I literally had a medicine-induced stroke, where it's affected my livelihood and my mental health to this degree, where I'm not even able to do the things that I've been doing for 9 years. Or, you know, it would be 10 years now, but 9 when it happened. So it's just like, Anyway, don't forget to like, comment. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all, Cookie Monster crew. What do we do? We ride it on. We ride it on. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.